Welcome! Hello to Deaf and Dumb. I'm Dan.
I'm Dudley. This is Deaf and Dumb.
This is Deaf and Dumb. That's
Yep.
what I said that already.
Mm-hmm. I'm just making sure our listeners are clear.
Well, I mean, if they're listening to episode 28,
Yep, this is episode 28.
I think they should have an idea what they're listening
not
to.
necessarily. I mean, some people just jump right in it.
Maybe, but...
Some people. I don't know who those people are, but I'm sure there are people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, once we get 100 episodes, I don't expect anyone to start from the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
and listen to
no,
all
that's
this.
fine. I mean, unless you're a completionist.
Yeah, which I am, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if our listeners are.
Mm.
I would suspect, since a lot of our talks are about current gaming events,
Yeah.
that once we get kind of deep into this, that people will just jump right into it.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. They'll want to hear about the latest
Yeah,
things.
yeah. It's kind of if
We're-
you start from the beginning and
Yeah.
start listen to us talk about whatever it was we talked about in the first episode. I don't even remember. It's been too long. It's been 6 months.
I don't
no,
know.
8 months.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We talked about doing a podcast.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but I'm tired.
Yes, we just got back today from our weekend of LAN.
Yeah.
LANing.
Yeah.
The LANing.
We had our what's become the Bi-Annual LAN.
Local area.
Yeah.
Nostalgic.
Like we grew up in high school. Us and a bunch of our friends
Mm-hmm.
would get together regularly and in a garage, especially during the summer, and
Yeah.
and set
We
up
had a lot of time
tables
off,
and
yeah.
bring our computers and set them all up and spend half the time just trying to set up a network.
Yeah, because we all had different OSs,
Yeah,
so it's
and
always an
then-
issue.
And then playing games,
Yeah.
usually like things like Counter-Strike.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that,
Counter-Strike.
yeah.
Team
Unreal
Fortress,
Tournament, Quake Live,
Half-Life,
Quake games, Half-Life games,
multiplayer.
Yeah. Half-Life Deathmatch,
Deathmatch, that's what it's called.
StarCraft.
StarCraft was a big one.
Mhm.
I love StarCraft.
We played a lot of stuff. We played a lot of stuff over the years.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so
We talked about it before. In our
we
last,
talked about it before when we did one. I don't know how long ago it was.
It was in February.
It was in February, so
7 months ago.
yeah. And I'm sure we'll do it again sometime around that time next year.
I'm sure we
But
will be.
yeah, it's just become a regular thing just because,
It's a way for us and all our old friends from high school.
It's
and
kind of
stuff
like
to
a
get together.
reunion,
Yeah.
a little mini reunion every
Half a year.
We don't see them very often, so some of them we don't see except twice a year.
Yeah.
So it's a good reason to get together and hang
Mhm.
out, and play
Play
games for a whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So we were up late for
2 days.
2 days,
2 nights.
2 nights.
It was 3 days, 2 nights.
Eating a lot of junk food.
Eating all kinds of food, drinking drinks.
Yeah, it was good.
It was a lot of fun.
We were staying at our buddy Tristan's house.
Yeah.
He hosts us.
Yeah, and
And
I don't know if he listens to the show, but
I don't know
thank you,
either.
Tristan.
Yeah,
for,
thank you for having us over and hosting us again.
This is the fourth time
The
we've
fourth
done
time we've done it, yeah.
it. So,
And,
and probably won't be the last.
No, definitely not.
So
my back is killing me.
Yeah, air mattress.
I slept on it. We both slept on air mattresses for the last 2 nights, and
I didn't have any problem with it, but I guess you don't like your air mattress. You probably should get
it's
a different
okay.
one.
I mean, it's normally not this bad, but I don't know if I just didn't sleep well or I slept crooked. But my back hurts.
Yeah.
It's the same spot I've had trouble with in the past, but I've exacerbated it, and it's not feeling great.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about games. What did we play?
We played, first day.
We played
Counter-Strike
Go, Global Offensive, Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Yeah, which we become pretty regular.
Yeah, we probably spent most of the first
We spent
evening.
almost the entire first day just playing that.
Yeah.
Which not everyone had got there yet.
Yeah, as people were
Our
trickling
brother
in
Robert didn't get there till
later.
almost 10.
It was 10 o'clock,
10 o'clock that night. Our buddy Josh got there about 7 or so.
Him and our buddy
they
David.
Were the last scratch.
They spent some while setting up cables and setting up the switch.
The last couple of times we've just been wireless for the most part. And this
through
time
a wireless router.
We were kind of overloading Tristan's wireless router.
Yeah, I
so
mean, it's like a 10-year-old.
It's really old, and he refuses to buy a new one because he's like loyal or something.
So we got a switch and set it
uh,
up. And they made a bunch of cables, and we ran the cables all over the house, and it was way better, actually.
Oh, my God, it was so much
the
better.
latency was
non-existent.
Usually we had some random lag problems, but it was no problem.
I never had any issues whatsoever. And even we had to download view games and updates. It was so much faster. We should have been doing that from the beginning.
Yeah.
And now all the cables are made, so all we have to do, Tristan shoved them in a closet somewhere. And,
so
next time we show up, we'll just pull them out and run them again.
Them.
And
so we played Counter-Strike Go, which is a lot of fun. Kind of an updated version, because we used to play Counter-Strike and then Counter-Strike Source.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. How in the old days of dial-up internet, I was like really, really pretty good. I like to think I thought I was at the time.
I don't know if you were.
I was pretty good at Counter-Strike, the original Counter-Strike.
I don't know if you were good like globally.
No, I don't. There's no way to know that, but I did well.
Yes, I did well too.
And then dial-up was slowly dying. Internet slowly died.
Yeah.
And do people still get dial-up?
Yeah, you can still get dial-up. Because some places that's besides satellite internet, it's one of your few options for actual internet connection. But it's getting better. I mean, less and less areas are, out in the middle of nowhere.
So the old days, and dial-up, the dial-up era, not error. I used to play Counter-Strike a lot. I was pretty good at it.
Well, but that was before people started kicking you.
Yeah, then everyone started getting cable internet, and, I showed up with my dial-up speed, and they're like, oh, lag, and they booted me.
Yeah. But we played that.
And then, we played World of Tanks.
We played World of Tanks, which we played it last time, and I really like it.
Yeah, I do like it too.
And I haven't played it really since then.
Yeah.
And I'm going to change that. I'm going to try to play that some more.
Yeah, we talked about it last time, and
we were talking about we were going to play it more.
Yeah,
and then we really didn't.
And I was going to check out World of Warships, which I never did.
Nope.
But
one of those games we never actually talk about we're going to play, but we never do.
Yeah, but we played World of Tanks, and
yeah,
pretty much picking up where we left off, and
pretty much,
and it's a really fun game. I mean, it's got a lot of nuances, and it's an interesting game, and it's got an interesting little community of players.
Yeah,
but
it's fun. It's basically a first-person shooter. Well, kind of first-person shooter.
Third-person shooter.
It's a third-person shooter, but it can be first-person.
Well, yeah,
if you zoom
you can
to
aim.
the Canon aim, so it's kind of a mix of both. And it's a shooter in tanks. So instead of running around and shooting each other, we're driving tanks around.
It's deathmatch or team deathmatch with tanks.
Yeah, and it's fun.
It's a lot of fun. We played it quite a bit, and
we played it a lot. Actually.
Yeah, and last time. Our buddy Graham and I were playing it for a week or so after the LAN, and we were like, we're gonna play it a bunch and get some better tanks, so next time we'll all be ready. And then of course we just lost track. We just stopped playing. Our schedules didn't sync up, and then we just kind of both drifted to playing other things. And anyway, I'd like to keep trying to play it, but I got a pile of other games.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to play it some more, just off and on. Whenever I'm not doing anything else, I'll hop on and play a few rounds, build up some coins so I can upgrade. I really like it. The great thing about it is free.
Yeah, it's free. It's a free game, so anyone can go download it.
Anyone can go download it.
It's one of those freemium things where you can buy into it and pay to get better stuff or progress fast or more quickly. But you don't have to. You can play just by basically grinding.
Which takes a while.
It takes a while.
But it's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's a lot about like maneuvering and using terrain and
shooting a tank in the right spots. It's a lot of because if you're fighting a bigger, tougher tank, you got to shoot it. Either go for the wheels and immobilize it, or shoot it on a hatch so it'll have a weak point basically. Which doesn't always work. Some of those big tanks, if you're small, you're not going to do anything to them. But it's a lot of fun. I'm playing the German line of tanks.
Yeah. I'm using the Japanese ones.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. We all kind of found our little we all kind of picked different countries.
Josh is playing the French tanks solely because they look like ducks.
Yeah, they look like
fat rubber ducks.
He calls them the Lake Quack.
Lake Quack. That was the big one he got, which turned out I don't know if he liked it as much, but I think he upgraded it some, but it was like super slow.
Yeah.
But it was all like it looked like the one he had before, except all the corners were rounded.
Yeah.
It looked like a balloon that was shaped like a giant duck-shaped tank.
It's pretty funny.
But
yeah. And Tristan and we had a couple of new people this time around. Mm-hmm. Some friends of Tristan, Jay and David, who came. Both of them came from out of state.
Yeah, they did.
One from Minnesota.
Yeah,
and one from Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, they were the longtime friends of Tristan and David. We've known for
David we went to high school with,
as well.
And
they came in. It was great. I was really sad. It was great having David.
Yes, it was great having David.
It was cool meeting Jay. But I was very kind of sad, and I've been kind of sad all week because our buddy Graham couldn't be there.
Couldn't be there this time.
He wasn't there. And I like to say, I mean, it was as much fun as the LAN was. I felt like it was missing something.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it was missing something. It had something in the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't quite there.
Yeah,
it was still a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
I did too.
A lot of silliness.
Yeah,
but,
as always.
Some good laughs.
So I miss Graham.
Yeah,
and it was sad that he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe next time
we'll have to just get on World of Tank with him or something.
Yeah, we'll have to play something with him.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's he can make some time for us.
I'm sure he'll be fine. It's okay, Graham. Mm-hmm. You got things you got to do.
We also played a game that Tristan showed us a few months ago. I think we talked about it.
We talked about it on here because we played it.
Yeah, we played it called the Culling.
The Culling,
and it's basically Hunger Games the game.
Yeah, it's Hunger Games the game.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like it. You're in a big arena. Is it really?
Yeah, it's still in early access.
It's on Steam.
It's on Steam.
And it's in early access. When we played it, and you're basically in a big arena, and you can take rocks and make a little stone knife weapons, and make weapons and kind of find weapons and things. And it was really fun. I enjoyed partially because I won.
Yeah, you
were winning.
A bunch.
I was winning a lot.
That's why you enjoyed it.
Apparently, I excel at murder.
Well, you seem to be getting lucky with your finding of gear. The first couple of games, I didn't find anything, and I just running around and couldn't find any of the special loot boxes. And so it was just kind of annoying, and it was fun. It was fun. I just think it's lacking something. I don't know what it is.
I enjoyed it a lot. I think it kind of takes some adjusting to get used to it. I don't know. I felt like I kind of hit my stride in it pretty quickly.
And it may be that we only had like 8 people play.
Maybe
I think there was
more
6 or 8 of us playing that game.
Yeah.
Because we played it kind of later in the evening.
Yeah.
But I think it needed more players. I think that's what it was lacking. It's just more people running. Because it took a while before I ran into someone. And then when I did, I just, would die.
I was hunting people down. I was using the man tracker, which I didn't notice till like the second round we played it, and I found another one. It only tracks men.
Oh, really?
So if you're playing a female character, it doesn't work on you.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the logic on that?
I don't know.
Does it search for your balls?
I have no idea how that works. It doesn't explain it. It just says man tracker.
Yeah.
And it searches, it detects the nearest male opponent.
Huh. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, and there was a great moment in that game. And I think it was round 2 of the game we played. I was, scrounging around, and I found a remote
explosive.
Yeah. I've lost my words. A remote
detonated bomb.
Yes, it's a piece of explosive, and you could remote detonate it. I can't say it. I don't know why I'm having trouble. And so I found it. Like, this will be really useful. I didn't really know how it worked, and I was like, okay, but I got it. And so I was searching this building, and I go into a little back room, and I'm looking through cabinets, and I turn around and look through a window or an open door, and there's Tristan standing there.
Yeah.
And he's got a bow, and he's turned at me, and he's coming at me, and I close the door. And while the door's closed, I stick the explosive on the ground right at the floor, right next to the door, and I back up.
Yeah.
And then I wait, and then he comes in the door, and he walks in, and I blow it up, which hurts him a lot, and he kind of staggered, he's stumbling around, and then I attack him with my butcher knife.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that was, you know, like, it was kind of a little tense moment, because I was just like, oh no, I'm being attacked. But then I was able to execute the explosives.
In the same game, around the same time, actually, something similar happened to me. I didn't have the bombs, though.
Yeah, you were on the other end of it. You were the receiving end of it.
Yeah, Josh had the bombs, and I didn't even know he was there. I just walked in a room, and all of a sudden, bam, I was dead. And then it cuts to, you know, Josh standing there with the detonator. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
did it kill you on impact, or did he?
Yeah, it killed me immediately.
Wow. I think I detonated later early, and so it hurt Tristan, but it didn't kill him, so I had to go and finish him off. At one point, I was up kind of in the middle of the map, and, you know, I look over, and here comes Josh running up toward me, and I'm like, I don't know if I had a bow, or I had a bow, but I only had one arrow, so I got my, like, you know, little hatchet thing out, and he runs up, and then suddenly I just go blind. He, like, pepper sprayed me.
Oh, really?
So the whole screen just goes black, and I'm just like, what just happened? And I was just freaking out and looking around, and then all of a sudden my vision comes back, and he's hitting me with something, and I was fighting back, and I managed to still survive.
Yeah.
And it was pretty fun.
I didn't even know that was in the game.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I'm pretty sure we did not encounter everything. There's still tons of stuff we haven't seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we need more play. Not everyone played when we were doing that. So, because there was 10 of us at the most at that LAN, and so there was we never had all 10 of us playing that game. So I think it would have been better if we had everyone playing, and you know, it would have added, you know, more people, more risk, and more discovery.
Yeah, at one point I was using the man tracker, and I was following it, and I got to this big rock cliff thing, and I was going up the side of it, and there was Robert, our brother Robert. He had his bow, and he was like trying to snipe somebody. So I came up, and I had a stun taser, and I came up behind him and tased him, which shocked him and stunned him, and then I started hitting him with like a butcher knife or something.
Yeah,
and I was swinging at him, and then me and him like fight. You know, it's just like really intense moment of us just smacking on each other. Yeah. And he had a bunch of armor, but I managed to kind of get him closer to death. So he turns, he runs. So I'm like chasing after him, like I can finish him off right. And then all of a sudden I hear something, I turn around, and here comes Mike. Tristan's brother.
Yeah.
He comes running up. I guess he was the one that Robert was shooting arrows at.
Yeah.
So he's chasing me. So I'm like stuck between these two guys and running, and I'm fighting him, and I almost die fighting him, but I managed to kill him. And then here comes Robert back to finish me off.
Yeah.
So it was like this intense moment of just like fighting all these people, and then I ended up dying. That was one of the few games I did not win. But it was fun.
We didn't play very many games. I think we played 2 or 3 of them.
We played 3, maybe 4.
Yeah,
4 rounds.
Somewhere around there.
I liked it.
It was fine.
They were like 20-minute rounds.
They were 20-minute, and they were fine. But I kind of got tired of it by the time we did like the third or fourth game.
Yeah.
And wanted to, and maybe just because I didn't have any luck finding any good. I think the last game
because you weren't good at it.
No, the last game I started finding stuff, but it's just. You know.
Did you ever call in a drop?
I did once.
Yeah, you can, because you get enough of what the resource, which is called funk.
But I did not get the case because
it takes a while to come in.
Well, it takes a while to come in, and then where I spawned it, the green gas started coming in, so I couldn't stay long enough to get it. So I didn't get it.
That was bad. Yeah, because there's this poisonous gas. You can trigger it by like someone can hack a thing or activate a thing. And it'll trigger it, but then
fill an area with gas.
Yeah,
and kill anything.
And then also as the timer runs down, it starts generating to push everyone to the middle of the map to finish the fight.
Yeah.
It's a fun little game. I like it.
It's fun. Yeah. I'm curious to see. I hope they add more to it, because right now it needs more.
Yeah.
It needs more weapon, more variety, and I mean the whole thing. Beginning, everyone pretty much like spear.
Yeah.
You know, there's not much difference between there, and I think it just needs to.
I'm sure it'll advance. It'll develop.
I don't know if it had more than one map. yet.
No, as far as I know, it's only one map.
Yeah,
I've not seen...
that was also kind of
it has
playing
one
the
arena.
same map over and over. Kind of got.
And it's a big arena. There's lots of buildings and lots of, but you kind of do start seeing familiar.
You see all the same stuff like over and over, and it'd be nice to have different maps.
I wasn't sure if it was completely out or not. I didn't know if it was early access.
Yeah,
or
it's
not.
still early access,
which makes sense. It feels kind of early access, but it's fun. I like it. I like to play it some more.
Yeah, we also played an oldie. We played Day of Defeat.
Yes, we did.
Which was originally a Half-Life mod.
Yeah. It's like a World War II.
Yeah, World War II. And so all the weapons, it's basically the same as like Team Fortress or Counter-Strike, except it's all World War II themed.
Yeah.
So all the weapons are weapons from World War II.
Yeah,
and you have the Nazis and the Americans.
Yeah, the Germans and the Americans fighting each other.
And you have their weapons. And I was really good at that.
You were just really good at finding perches and being a sniper.
No, even before I started doing the sniper thing, I was really good. Just the basic rifle, and I would just walk in a room and then just pop people in the head, and I was just like, man, I'm quite good at this game, and I had a lot of enjoyment. But again, probably because I was doing really well. I had the highest kill to death ratio I've ever had playing any game ever.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And it wasn't even that high, but still, I was doing really well.
It was strange. And all the, Counter-Strike, on Counter-Strike Go and Dare Defeat, the first game we played, I was on fire.
Yeah.
I had, at the end of, one of the first Counter-Strike games, I had, 30 kills to, 10 deaths.
Well, yeah.
And
after
the whole game,
session,
the whole round.
You couldn't have got that many in one.
Yeah,
round.
no, it wasn't in one round, but in the whole before we changed map.
Yeah,
and I was on fire and doing really well, and then as we went and as we played more, the worst I got.
Well, drinking would probably do that.
Maybe, but it wasn't that bad, and I just got terrible. In fact, there was toward the end,
I don't know.
I went from going from 30 kills, for the whole before we changed maps again, to getting 5. And I was just I just got worse.
Well, and it also might be just everyone else getting better.
Maybe everyone
worse.
Hitting their stride.
Everyone finding their
and
niche.
Maybe I was getting tired. I don't know. But I was I was getting kind of frustrated how bad I was suddenly doing.
I got better.
Yeah.
But I was also getting good at reading what other players, their kind of thing they did, or what they were, their tactics. So the more I played
and you also
the better I get.
refamiliarize yourself with the maps and stuff.
I changed it up a lot. I usually had the certain weapons I always used, but I started getting shotguns and just changing different things a little bit. But I had a lot of fun. Day of Defeat is a good game.
Yeah, and the same thing happened with the first match. The first map, me and my team were on fire, and we just kind of wiped everything, and we won and did really well. And then after that first match, we switched to the next map, and I suddenly went to crap. I couldn't play anymore. I was getting kind of frustrated. I was like, why can't I do anything anymore?
Yeah. I'd spent a while. You were talking about me sniping. There was one point I was on one map, and I don't know why no one was killing me. Because everyone should have figured out where I was, and I sniped for a good... I don't know. I probably killed 20 people before they finally killed me.
Yeah.
And of course, the other thing different on Day of Defeat is you're constant respawning.
Yeah.
Whereas, Counter-Strike, once you're dead, you're dead.
Yeah,
until the next round.
You do rounds, yeah.
But Day of Defeat is all about achieving the objectives. So you're constantly respawning. So it's more like an army of people fighting.
You're constantly fighting it. And so it's you're capturing your control points. Usually it's 5 control points, and if you can capture all of them, you win, which can make for long games.
Yeah.
And then the other one was you have two pieces of equipment for each team, and you have to blow them up twice.
Yeah.
I don't know why you have to blow them up twice, but you have to blow them up
twice.
There's sturdy
equipment.
And whoever can blow up both the enemy's
those
hardware.
For a while. That first one we did for
and
that
then, one. There was a turn. The first match we played, it took forever for someone to finally win.
And then the next 2, we did them just
and
nothing.
Then suddenly your team was just all of a sudden going nuts, and you just murdered us, and we couldn't even stop you.
I know. we just went crazy. And
I don't know.
I don't know what we just hit our stride, and we all knew exactly what we were doing, and we just
and
bam,
then, of
bam,
course,
bam.
we were trying to. Some of the maps are confusing. They got a lot of little hidden secrets and tough places to run, and you can move across the map quickly. And
there was one
figuring out those avenues.
There were so many sniping spots.
Yeah,
they were just crowded, and I kept finding more and more and more on both sides. And I was like, "This is a great map."
Yeah, it's all kinds of stuff.
That was Day of Defeat Source. We did go back and play Day of Defeat. Oh no, that was
Day of Defeat. The original Day of Defeat.
Yeah,
was the one that had all the sniper.
Okay, yeah.
Day of Defeat Source was a little more streamlined and
you're right.
less complex. In
Day
a lot
of Defeat, the original. We played
the original mod. We played it.
Yeah.
We started with Source and then we switched to the original just to check out some difference.
Yeah, go back to Classic for a little while. But we've been a while playing it. That was fun. I enjoyed it. Let's see, what else did we play?
We played Artemis.
Yeah, which is
on Steam now.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know if we've talked about Artemis on this show.
I think we have, but I don't know. Surely we have. I know we probably talked about it at the last LAN because we did play it a little bit then.
Did we? I don't remember. I can't remember. I know one of the LANs we didn't.
Too tired to speculate.
Yeah. But anyway, we played it. It's now on Steam.
Yeah.
They have a new version of it. It's just came out like 10 days ago.
Yeah.
And it added a lot of elements that we wanted.
Or things that were there that didn't work.
Like we tried to do ship. We wanted to do ship versus ship.
Yeah, multiple ships and PvP.
Player versus PvP on 2 ships, and that's in the game now.
Yeah, it was in there before, but every time we load it up, it would just crash. The whole thing would just crash really badly.
It just would not do it.
Yeah.
But now it works.
Yeah.
Our buddy Josh was very generous. And he bought us all.
Yeah,
copies.
he bought us copies of it. Because because the original one was a kind of a.
Buy
a
once
free client.
and everyone plays
you pay
it.
for it once, and then you just hand the copy out, and everyone can play.
Yeah.
But now you can buy it. Everyone can get a copy of it on Steam.
I think it's cheaper though.
Yeah,
it's only $6.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap, and so everyone he bought us all copies so we could because he wanted to play the most up to date one.
Yeah, and it was good. It was a lot better.
It was a lot better. It was a lot less buggy.
They added fighter pilots.
Yeah.
So players could just have their own little ship that would launch out of the big ship.
Like we had this big carrier in the first match. David and I were in a back room together, and we were the fighter pilots.
Yeah.
And it was late in the night. We were both pretty drunk, and and while you're not deploying, you're just sitting on a black screen that lists the ships that you can launch in, and you're just kind of hanging out, but over on the side of the screen is a blackjack.
A little mini blackjack.
It says cash and how much money you have, and then it costs like a $1 cash to place the bet, and you play blackjack. It gives you 2 cards, and you can hit or stay. Mm-hmm. And it was terrible. I was terrible at it. I couldn't. I ended up when we finally stopped playing. I was at negative 15 cash.
Yeah. Apparently Tristan was like negative 50.
Yeah, he was like 50, and then he decided to mutiny or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Tristan mutinied on us. He abandoned ship and he just got in a fighter jet and left.
He left. Yeah.
He just took off, and we jumped away, and we didn't even know what happened to him.
Yeah, he was gone. And then he came back in another ship. His own ship.
He came back in another ship and tried to kill us.
So we had to stop him.
So we blew him out.
Yeah.
We played a couple of different games of it, and it was fun.
It was fun. We switch around. People do different roles and stuff.
I'm curious if that would be more fun. I mean, okay, yes, it's funny when everyone's half the players are drunk and doing silly stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to see how it plays with just people playing it. Normally,
when we first got it, we did play it normally, and slide it because the way it's supposed to be set up is you set up a server, which will be the main screen, on a Star Trek, bridge. Yeah. You have the main forward screen, and you get a big TV or something, set up the server on it, and so that's the main screen, and the captain's just sitting in a chair with everyone else all in one room and all running their own little laptops or whatever with each of the stations, and the captain's just kind of giving orders. He can't control anything. Mm-hmm. And it's really fun. We played it the early alpha version of it quite a bit.
We don't play it that way at the LAN because we're all spread out in this house.
Yeah.
We had more people in one room this time, so we were able to kind of consolidate some of the crew. But all the fighters were off by themselves.
Yeah.
And so you have a lot of yelling, and we would have like a runner or someone between the two sections. And in past, we would, but it always ends because you have these people sitting in another room who are, disconnected. So they're like,
what are we doing?
What are we doing? We don't know what's going on. And then they start
hatching plans.
They start causing hijinks, and things go wrong.
It was really funny the first LAN we did, because that was like the most successful. Because what happened was we realized we had too many players to play Artemis with everyone having a position, and so what we did was, one, we made up a couple extra positions. We made up a first mate, and he was kind of running between. And we also set up Tristan's office as the engine room, but we closed up the hallway door, so he had to go all the way down the end of the hall, through his bedroom, and through a bathroom, and then into his study to get to what was the engine room.
Yeah.
So engineering and
it was engineering and helm and navigation.
And we made a navigation as a second position where basically he
just looked at a map.
He looked at a map and figured out the coordinates for the helms person.
Yeah.
And so they were in a room by themselves. And then there's the comms officer and the science officer were in the room with the captain.
Yeah.
Trying to hold it all together.
They were just trying to keep everything together.
Yeah.
Tristan set up, he had an engine noise. I don't know, he just had it or whatever, and had it just boom.
It was a YouTube clip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he just had it
like
running.
An hour-long YouTube video
of just engine noise.
Yeah,
and
just
so in the
engine
engine
noise.
room, it sounded like an engine room.
You'd
and
walk around
great.
and it would get loud and humming, and he had it all dark. And then every time we sound the alarm, he had an alarm thing ready to blaring.
Yeah, and it was just chaos.
It was chaos. We had a mutiny at one point.
At one point, I was captain.
Yeah.
And Josh and Mike decided to jump without telling me, so the ship jumped out of nowhere, and we kind of were screwed because it had no power. And then so I had to go and talk to them, and then they were like being stubborn, so I fired them.
Oh yeah,
and got rid of them. And then I can't remember who I had replaced them. I think Graham was my first mate, so I was like, okay, you're gonna fly the ship. And he's like, I've never done this.
You were
before.
the captain? I thought you were in the engineering thing with me.
No, that was later.
Oh, okay. Well, this was a very similar instant. Then.
You were in there with someone.
Well,
I don't remember. You were with someone, and you had no idea what was going on because you were just like.
I was just in.
You're like,
I was
happening?
in my own bubble. Wait, so I thought it was you. Maybe it was Graham or something. Like, I could have sworn when the mutiny happened, we were in our bubble in the engineering room, and we kept hearing rumors of something weird's going on. We may be removing some people. Yeah. And what happened was, I don't know if this was the same instance or if this was later, whoever the other guy in there with me was managing all the power for everything was...
that was you're talking about the time that I cut the power?
Yeah.
Yes, that was a different incident.
Okay, so that was different. We had a lot of similar issues that things up. But anyway, you and I were in the engineering room. Yeah. You were running all the power systems. And at one point, we were just kind of sitting still, getting ready to move toward a space station to dock
and I had
to get
no
resupply.
Idea what we were doing.
And so we were, you were like, well, we're not moving. And you just cut the power to the helms.
Yeah, I was just kind of goofing around.
You were just goofing around, moving power around and stuff. And then, unknown to you, the helms people decided we can just, rather than just fly over there, we can do a jump and land right next to the space station. They were doing the calculation, get the math. They're like, how to jump and land right next to the space station.
Yeah, well, there's no math. It's just a point-and-click thing. But
the captain had just called for them to fly there. Well, they decided to do a jump without permission from the captain. And
because they didn't have power.
No, because you cut the power, it made the jump super inaccurate. Yes. So we ended up jumping way off course. And so they were like, what happened? They thought maybe they were too perfect and landed on the station and it bounced them.
Yeah.
And at one point, Josh, who was part of the navigation helms crew, he came in there and he leaned in and was like, hey Dudley, did you before we jumped, did you cut power to the helm?
And
you're
like,
no, I didn't do anything.
No such thing. I have no idea.
And then you left.
No.
As soon as you left, you were like, I totally cut power. And I was laughing so hard because, and then it was this huge thing with the Tristan was the captain. Tristan was the captain.
Anybody until later. I thought it was just funny.
Tristan was the captain, and he got so annoyed with them for one initiating a jump without permission and getting him way off course, and we were low on energy and everything then. And so that he had them removed.
No. See, he didn't have them removed.
No, he did because he put Robert and Graham on.
I'm pretty sure that was me because they were mutiny.
Yeah,
and so I fired them and then put Robert and Graham in there. So there's two different events. They happened pretty close.
And they couldn't do it. They didn't know they didn't know how to do it.
They had never done it. Yeah. Neither one of them had ever flown the ship.
Yeah.
So they were just sitting there going, "We don't know how to do it." I was like, "Just figure it out. You're the first mate." And I laughed them. And then I was yelling for them to jump, and they were like, "We don't know what we're doing." And it was just chaos.
Yeah. A lot of it's just like trying to figure out how to run the station you're at,
and silly role playing.
Yeah. A lot of it's just us being silly and pretending to be imbeciles.
Tristan is always
there was one point I was captain at the last LAN, and he was 3 sheets to the wind, and he was my communications officer.
Yeah,
and he decided he was Russian or something. And so the way he had set up is like the communication officer also sends requests to the docking, but we also had them, since we were spreading out the room, he would use Steam Chat to call other rooms to communicate with them. And so I'd be like, "Get me helms on the lines" or whatever, and he'd just be like, "Da, da," and then he was like, "I was like, do you have helms on communication?" "Da." And I'm like, "Is that a yes or a no?" "Da." And he like that, and he kept falling out of his chair.
Yeah, he fell out of his chair a couple times.
He fell out like 3 times.
Yeah.
At one point, I had to get like Graham or somebody to come in and fill in for him while I got him off the ground.
Yeah. All I know is that we were in the other room, and I just hear this loud banging.
Yeah.
And it'd be him falling out of his chair.
He kept falling out of his chair.
Tristan always causes some interest.
Oh yeah, a lot of it I think he puts on.
Oh yeah,
it's really funny.
He like this last one. He said, "I am Starbuck, so I will be treated and act as such." From Starbuck.
I was like, Starbuck's the ship in Red Dwarf.
Yeah, not Red Dwarf. This is Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Other nerdy things. Starbuck.
Yeah.
He said, "I am Starbuck, and I will be treated and act as such." So basically, he would just launch the fighter whenever he felt like it was needed, and just go and fight things and then come back.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, whatever. But he did not kill us, so that was okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, did you play anything else this week?
I played No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's
Sky.
Still
playing it.
Yeah.
Still liking it.
You were the 10%, apparently.
What?
Apparently, 90% of the people playing No Man's Sky stopped playing it.
I saw that. Like
there was like a 90% drop in players.
In active players after the first week, because I guess... a lot of people overhyped it, and
it was really
apparently
overhyped.
Rightly so because of what the creators were saying. Yep. Which I wasn't reading any of the interviews, so I wasn't really following. I just kind of watched the trailers and took it on face value.
Apparently, there's like a 30-page Reddit of
all the things that were promised that aren't there,
that aren't in the game.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people not happy with it.
Yeah.
Tristan got his money back on the game. He returned it.
He was not happy about it. But like I said, I was so busy I didn't like read into everything. I just kind of took it based on the trailer, and I said okay, and I kind of went in and I didn't. There was a few things I was wanting that I didn't get.
We had some misconceptions about it.
But I still like it. I still enjoy it.
But it wasn't the game I thought it was based on what you were talking about and what I heard.
It really wasn't quite what I thought it was either.
And
I don't think anyone knew what it was. But I still like it. I still play it. I kind of relaxing to me. I just kind of wander around exploring, scanning things. I'm on this planet trying to find the last species on it that I need so I can make like a 1/3 credits.
Yeah.
And
it's an exploration game.
I like it,
so
I'm curious to see because they are planning supposedly to add more stuff to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't cost money.
Yeah.
If they charge me $20 for a DLC, I might not consider getting it.
Yeah.
Because I paid $60 for a game that
really just exploration.
Yeah, it's kind of I'm not sure if it's quite until I progress a little more into some of the stuff expanding some of the stuff I can find. I'll have a better idea. But it feels, I don't know if it's $60 worth of game. I do like it, and I can see myself playing it a lot. I'm just kind of wondering if it's worth $60.
Yeah. I played Pokemon Go this week, obviously.
Yeah, I played Warmachine. I played, a little bit. I did play Warmachine.
We went to Gary's.
To Gary's? I completely forgot. The land's got me all wiped out. So
you played it. I went and played Pokemon Go while you did it. I
played the weirdest Warmachine game ever.
Yeah, you basically did nothing and won.
I felt like, I honestly did nothing and then won.
Yeah.
Because he was playing Convergence, and I was playing Minoth.
Yeah.
And I had this new list with Severius 2, who we're convinced is going to get nerfed whenever they do a new update, because he is ridiculously powerful.
Yeah.
He gets a free spell every round. He can just cast any of his spells for free.
Yeah.
So that's ridiculous. He gets he has an ability called Oracle. I can't talk.
Yeah.
Oracle
You're too tired for this.
Vision, and it basically allows him and all the Jacks in his battle groups with it while they're in the range to spin the focus to then negate all the damage from an attack.
Yeah.
So they can just basically, that didn't happen, which saved him a bunch of damage at one point. And basically what ended up happening was I moved forward round 1, and popped off and killed one of his little angels, which he's still trying to figure out. He's not happy with them, but he says they're supposed to be good, and he hadn't quite figured out how to use them.
Yeah, they haven't worked out for him. They always die.
Yeah, and so I killed off a couple of them, and then he came forward, and then his my round 2, which I thought was going to be a big massacre. Because I didn't think he feated. His feat gave him a huge boost in his defense and armor for all of his characters. And I was like, oh, if he feats, I can't do anything to him. Because my feat was basically destroy stuff.
Yeah.
And so...
so you had to wait.
So, yeah, I had to wait. So I basically had a whole turn where I was doing little attacks, and I killed one little unit warrior, one little angel, and nothing else. I did nothing. I shot at a bunch of stuff, and if I hit... And a lot of them were hard to hit, so I either just missed, or if I did hit, I barely did it. I did no damage. So I basically had a whole turn where I did nothing.
Yeah.
Well, then it came his turn, and he came and pushed at me. He was like, okay. Well, he realized that he was just going to have to go and kill my caster.
Yeah.
Because he knew my next round was going to be the, beat you up round that I was planning to do round 2. And so he had to do something that round, otherwise it wasn't going to be bad. So he was trying to weigh his option whether he could score on scenario and make enough points, or just try to kill my caster. But I left focused on him to negate damage and stuff. So he came at me with everything he had, and all he did was kill one errant.
Yeah.
And
it didn't go well for him.
It didn't go well. He rolled poorly, and there was some missed attacks, and so he ended up not doing very well. He barely did. He only took about half my caster's health when he should have he could have potentially killed him.
Yeah.
And it was a long shot anyway. He was not feeling good about the odds, but so it was really strange. And then after that, we decided to call it there because he was just like, "You're gonna just wipe me out.
Yeah,
There's no reason my caster's kind of out there." I'm going to walk up and basically throw everything at it and kill it, so we called the game. So it felt like I didn't do anything, and I won. But it wasn't a good matchup, really, what it was.
His list wasn't...
I did come up with the most ridiculous list that I want to actually... I did it as a joke. I was playing around in War Room 2.
Yeah.
I've been making tons of lists, just exploring the options and stuff. And the... John Dorsey... I was playing with making a list for Resnick 2, the Wrath of Ages. He's a giant guy on a chariot with the horse-drawn chariot thing, and it's a huge base. And John Dorsey had messaged me and said, you should make one that has him, the Judicator, and the Battle Engine, so you'll have 3 huge bases.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a second. My faction has 4 huge bases because I have 2 Colossals, the Judicator and the Revelator, the Wrath of Ages caster, Resnick 2 caster, Warcaster, and the Battle Engine. So I said, how many points is that? So I sat down and pulled up the thing, and so those 4 huge bases and 3 mechanics to basically repair all of them was 65 points. So I made a 65-point list that's pretty much nothing but huge bases, and I really want to run it because I have no idea how that's going to be, because it sounds ridiculous. It probably won't work that well, but it sounds ridiculous. Wow. So at some point, I'm going to have to, try it out.
All right. Any other games you want to cover real quick before we jump into news?
Well, see, I've got a new game today.
Yes.
It was a game wasn't. It looked good, and I was intrigued by it, but I wasn't going to get it.
Yeah.
And it's Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Yes.
The newest Deus Ex game, which I hadn't really played the other ones. I played the original one on whatever console it was on originally forever ago, and we rented it at some point. I played it a little bit, but I don't remember anything about it. And but Graham was texting me about it, like stuff he was doing. He was telling me all these funny things he was doing.
You had
I had a conversation with Graham.
A Buddy Graham report?
No, it wasn't a Buddy Graham report. It was just us talking.
Well, I have a Buddy Graham report, so we'll get to that in a
minute. And he was telling me all the stuff he was doing, and I'm like, this game sounds really fun. Well, then at the LAN, Josh had it.
Yeah.
And he was playing it in our downtime, during the downtime between games and stuff. He would be over there playing, and I went and watched him play a little. I'm like, this game looks beautiful.
It looks really good.
It looks really good. It had that old-style menu where you had grid boxes, and stuff took so many boxes. And so, like System Shock 2, that kind of thing, where your inventory is just a bunch of boxes, and you can carry however many things you can Tetris into there. And I was like, oh, it just scratches its weird itches. And you're sneaking, and it's kind of an RPG. And I was like,
it's got a lot of elements to it,
and it's just a good-looking game.
It's very pretty.
It's like this really good-looking cell shading thing, and so I bought it.
Yeah,
and I didn't have to download it because I copied it off of Josh's computer. He put it on a thumb drive for me, so I got home. We got home. I bought it, and I just copied the file on it. I didn't have to spend forever downloading a 50-gig game.
Yeah,
and so I started it. I'm still kind of in tutorial mode right now and just getting a feel for it, but.
I'll probably be getting it.
Too. I'm excited about playing it.
I'm kind of glad you bought it, because then I'll just play your copy.
Yeah.
It looks really good, and I'm
they were also trying to tempt me with Star Citizen, which
they tried to get us to watch the video, but we really didn't have time.
Yeah, we were trying to get on the road, but I'm already want the game, and just we've talked about this where I'm just like kind of stuck on. Buying into the early access, and it looks so good, and the stuff it looks so fun. We played Josh's copy over his place when he lived here, and it was, and I had the flight controls, so I'm like ready, primed for it.
Good for it.
I think I'm gonna hold off a little bit on it.
I would wait.
I am gonna get it eventually. I just don't know when. But that's all the stuff I was playing.
Okay.
So you got some news?
I have some news. For Pokemon Go, we'll start with that. They had an update this week. Let's get it out of the way. They had an update this week.
Mm-hmm.
They added...
Oh, yeah, they did.
They added appraising in the game. So
the appraisal.
The appraisals, and which gives the gym leaders... Or not, what are they called? The faction, or whatever, the group leaders.
Yeah, the team leaders.
Team leaders, that's the term I'm looking for. Team leaders actually do something now.
Yeah.
So basically, now you can go to your Pokemon, click it, and it has appraisal, and you can, and the gym team leader will show up and go
say words at you.
Say words at you describing how good or bad they are.
Yeah. And it basically clues you in on what their hidden stats are like.
Yeah, it basically kind of gives you an idea what their stats are, and so basically now, every time I catch a Pokemon, I look at that and see. I click the appraisal, and now I favorite the ones that have good stats.
Yeah, that was a system Gary suggested, and it's a great idea. Like, you just appraise it.
I was actually thinking it before he even told me that, and I was like, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, and so he's just like, the ones that they say is amazing, whatever, you just favorite, and not to get rid of that one.
Yeah, even if it's a low CP.
Yeah, you can always buff it up on the CP level, but if the stats are strong, it'll be better all around.
So I went through my entire list of 100 and something Pokemon.
Yeah, I did too.
And checked all of them. But now I have a process. I catch Pokemon, check the appraisal, and then move on. But yeah, so that's in the game now. So that's interesting. Gives the team leader something to do.
Yeah.
I played for a while while you were playing Warmachine. I went downtown and I just hung out. And sat there and got like 7,000 experience in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So that was fun. So there was another thing I saw. It was interesting. They have this website called Pokemon Go Champ.
Okay.
Champ. Yeah, I think it's Pokemon Go Champ. It's basically just collects data on Pokemon Go, and it tells you the spawn rate for all the Pokemons.
Oh, okay.
obviously Pidgeys are the most common.
Well, yeah.
They're like up to like 16%.
Yeah.
And then Rattatat's like 15%, and it just goes down and down from there. So it gives you data based on, it's like, oh, here's how often these things appear.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting.
It is kind of interesting.
And apparently it's accurate. According to what people are finding, it's really accurate. And it also says the peak time these Pokemons appear.
Oh, yeah?
Which I haven't quite figured out, because it just says like 1:30 or something. I was like, is that local time? Or apparently it says it's something to do with local time. And that's like, it's
no matter where you are.
It doesn't matter where you are. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But it was in military time, so I kept getting confused. It was like, is it 1:30 in the morning or 1:30?
Well, if it says 1,
that's
would be
1 a.m. 1 a.m. No, they would be
in military time. 1 o'clock is 13.
But there was a lot of 1, so surely it's not 1 a.m. But I don't know. And so that's cool. That's out there. So if you want to check that out, it's Pokemon Go Champ.
Oh, okay.
And you can actually join it and send
contribute
data to them.
Yeah,
contribute to it to add it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I saw a video of Pokemon Go in Taiwan.
Oh, yeah?
There's a video of like thousands of people. It's like a stampede of people playing Pokemon Go.
Wow.
And it was just a video of just 1,000 people just rolling through the streets. I mean, cars and everything, just thousands of people. And apparently there one video, it's just all these people running. And apparently they were trying to catch a Snorlax or something. And
Graham caught a Snorlax.
Yeah.
He didn't catch one, he hatched one.
He's a little bastard.
He hatched a 10-kilometer egg. He sent it to me during the weekend, and it was like, hey, look what I just hatched. And I'm like, well, all right.
Yeah. And I'm like, I want a Snorlax. But yeah, so it's just crazy that, middle of the day, thousands of people in Taiwan playing Pokemon Go and causing traffic jams because of it.
That's crazy.
And here's another news I read that's kind of depressing. Someone has been killed by someone driving Pokemon while playing Pokemon Go in Japan. A woman on her bicycle was crossing the street, and a guy hit her and another woman, and the other woman was in critical condition, but the one woman died because the guy was playing Pokemon while driving. He wasn't even looking. He didn't even see him. And I'm just like,
Don't do that.
I mean, okay, yes. When I get in the car, I turn it on, and it sits in my lap.
Uh-huh.
Don't play when you're driving. Especially if you're driving fast enough to run someone over and kill them.
Well, yeah.
It's ridiculous. Don't do it.
It's not worth it.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
But...
And you knew it was going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's because people are stupid enough to do it.
Yeah. It's just, and that's why they've added a lot of warnings and stuff, just because, I guess the one warning wasn't enough. But,
and that's apparently not.
Yeah. So
don't do it. Listeners, don't play Pokemon Go while you're driving.
We've said it a couple of times already, so
don't do it.
What else you got?
I got a Buddy Graham report.
Okay. Is it not Pokemon Go?
It's not Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna ban news.
No. Okay, if you're gonna ban
on
Pokemon Go, we're gonna ban Warmachine.
No.
You spend a lot of airtime talking about Warmachine.
Yeah, but Warmachine. I mean, Warmachine's great, but I'm talking about the actual playing in the game. Like we're not. I don't know. I'm just. A lot of the news
but we can't, hardly anyone other than Gary listening probably knows what half the stuff you're talking about is.
That's not true. I'm sure we have a lot of avid Warmachine listeners.
Okay, well, if you're an avid Warmachine listener and you listen to everything Daniel says and understand it and go along with it, email us.
That's not going to happen.
AskDeafandDumb@gmail.com.
Okay,
anyway,
what's Graham got to
Buddy Graham report. There's a PlayStation. He sent me all this information, and I looked it up later. PlayStation had a lot of leaks of information. They have a meeting coming up next month. Mm-hmm. I think on the 7th. It's supposed to be it was originally supposed to be a big announcement, but a lot of stuff has come out. Some of it from their own Twitter account. They accidentally tweeted out information. I don't know what the background on it, but there's some interesting stuff coming.
Yeah.
So the DualShock 4 controller will have support on PC and
yeah,
Max.
That's kind of interesting.
You can buy a dongle.
A dongle?
A dongle?
A
little USB dongle.
Yeah, a little.
It's a wireless adapter.
Yeah, the transmitter receiver.
Yeah, so you can plug it into your computer, and you don't have to get any kind of special stuff. It'll transmit the Bluetooth to the computer, and it'll work with any games that have support for the controller, basically.
Well, that's cool.
Really cool. The dongle's only like $25. So
on top of buying the controller.
Well, yeah. I mean, I already have one, so I just have to go buy the dongle.
That's kind of strange.
I just like saying dongle.
It seems like they would just start. It would come with PS4 controllers now.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe it will, but
I mean,
I'm sure they'll
probably
have a bundle,
a pack, but it'll probably cost more.
Yeah, they'll probably have a bundle or something.
The other big news was leaked and then also confirmed that PlayStation Now, is coming to PC.
Yeah, I saw that, and I don't understand how that works.
PlayStation Now is a subscription service that lets you play basically PlayStation 3 and older games.
Yeah, and you get free games, don't you?
You play
because you have it. You get.
I don't have PlayStation Now. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it goes with PlayStation Plus or not. I haven't looked into.
Oh, they're different things.
Yeah, I think there's different things, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But so PlayStation Now lets you play. It used to let you play PlayStation 3 games and older on PS4.
Oh, okay.
So it's a streaming service, cloud streaming, whatever. And now it's going to be available on PC. Or eventually, it's coming to PC. So that's
you can just play your PS3 games and stuff on PC. That's cool.
Well, the one
I guess they're trying to compete with like how Microsoft is going to be doing the cross-platform thing with PC and Xbox and how everything's
right now is the best time in the world to play PC games.
Which is why I don't own any of this system.
There's really no. It's just like getting more and more incentive not to buy a console.
Yeah. Just build a nice PC. I mean, it is cheaper to buy a console, but
yeah.
I mean, but you could for a little extra jingle, you can build a really nice PC and it'll run everything really well.
The appeal of consoles is it's stable, it works.
Yeah, you don't have to worry. You come home, you put it in, it works.
Yeah, you just buy the game, put it in, and it'll play.
Yeah.
Unless they've made a crappy game.
Yeah.
But
or like you don't have to sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna set settings and stuff for
you don't
graphic
have to worry about
settings. I mean, it's a lot easier than it used to be.
It's optimization. That's what you're paying for.
Yeah, but
otherwise, it's pretty much the same nowadays.
Yeah.
Except just keyboard
stuff runs better on my PC.
Well, yeah. If your computer's really good, it'll run better.
And I have a 4K TV, so
yeah. Well, 4K that's coming to PS4. In fact,
it's not here yet.
There are going to be two new models. One of them's already leaked. The PlayStation 4 Slim. Is coming. There's pictures of it. It looks like a smaller PlayStation. And then apparently the rumor is they're releasing another more powerful PS4 as well. PS 4.5 is what they're calling it. And that will, I think, have 4K support.
Okay.
I think is what I was reading. So that's coming. So even then, consoles have 4K.
Yeah. Still not buying it.
Yeah. I have a PS4.
I mean, there are a few games that are exclusives that I would love to play.
Bloodborne.
But yeah, Bloodborne, I'll just come play it on... one day I'll sit down and play it on your system, but...
right now I use it to watch Netflix.
Yeah. I have a smart 4K TV to do that.
Okay, last little thing I had.
Okay.
This is not a Buddy Graham report. Thank you, Graham, for sending me information, as it just saved me time reading this stuff myself. So
one day he's going to tell you something that's completely made up.
Probably.
And
I did fact check this, so it's good. But there's a new fan-made game being made.
Okay.
It's a remake of Halo multiplayer.
Okay.
For PC.
Like the original Halo?
Yeah, there's apparently a big thing with fans of the original multiplayer of Halo.
Yeah.
Don't really have anything like that on PC.
Yeah.
So, like 30 Halo fans spread across the world are all working on this game together. And the interesting thing is it won't be shut. It likely won't be shut down by Microsoft because they're recreating everything from scratch.
Okay.
So they're not using any of Microsoft's content. So it falls within the Microsoft game content usage rules or whatever. So they're following the guidelines. So they're making it legit. They won't be selling it, obviously.
Yeah, they can't make
They're
money
just
off
making
it
to, for the fans.
There's still no guarantee they don't get shut down.
No, there's not. But it's called Installation 01.
Okay.
I watched a little bit of a video of it. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
They have a testing testing for it coming in November.
Yeah.
It's like quasi Halo. It looks just like. It has a lot of same feel, weapons. It's just slightly different because they're using their own textures and all this stuff. Supposedly they're also gonna add some kind of single player with it as well. So I don't know if that's like the original Halo single player. Or
I doubt it, especially if they're doing their own things.
That's story content. And they can't falls under
falls under copyright.
So don't think that'll be. If they do it, it'll be a different story.
Yeah, it'll be its own little thing.
But that's pretty cool. It looked good.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
We used to play the hell out of Halo.
Yeah,
the
back
old
on
Halo.
The Xbox.
No.
The giant slab
the
was.
Brick.
I remember playing it. It took me forever to realize how to be good at Halo.
We played it on PC too.
Yeah.
And we recorded some videos on it as well.
Yeah, we almost made we recreated the opening scene of
we did a shot-for-shot remake of the opening scene of Mad Max.
Yeah, in Halo.
In Halo. I still have all of that.
Because we had, too much free time.
Mm-hmm. I still have all of that footage, and I think I put it together at one point. I don't know.
I have no idea.
It just needs the audio.
Yeah, we never did do the audio.
No.
I guess you could just rip the audio.
That's what I was thinking of doing. I just haven't done it. Who has time for that?
No, I don't know. No one.
But that's what I got.
Yeah.
Not a lot of news this week. But
not a lot. I mean,
I guess it's good because we spent most of it.
Yeah, we spent most of the weekend at the LAN, and I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And my back hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to sleep in my own bed.
Yeah.
So with that,
say good night.
Yeah, I would like to say good night.
Or good morning.
Or good morning if you're listening to this when it airs. As always, you can go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com.
Mm-hmm.
And at the top of the page, you can see the links to everything: our
Facebook.
email, Twitter, Facebook, iTunes subscription, whatever you want. It's all there.
Yes.
New episodes every Monday.
Yeah, we've changed the release schedule. It comes out at 7 a.m. on Monday.
7 a.m. Monday mornings. Yeah. 7 a.m. Central Time. Yes. Monday morning.
Yeah, so look for that.
So, yeah, if you were the few, one of those people who were getting it at midnight, I guess. I don't know if there was that many.
There was some.
There were some, but I don't know. You just have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So it just worked a little better for us to do that. So every Monday morning, new episodes, and we'll just keep on trucking on.
Yep.
And thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb.
Deaf and Dumb. Deaf and Dumb.